yeah.
written off.
That was spectacular. Yes.
Somalia now has, the arms embargo has been removed from Somalia.
Mm-hmm.
So Somalia is actually now rising.
Like a star.
Yes. So let's talk about in terms of business now. And also have in mind, will the port of Mogadishu be able to, to accommodate this huge development that
Yes. So I can basically tell this. So how many countries right now has no seaside? Many. In Somalia, we're talking about Africa. But less country has the cost, right? So Somalia has to take these advantages, right? It has to take these advantages. Many countries have no costs. Somalia does. So Somalia has to turn it to the advantage by transporting goods via Somalia. It could be a hub port as well for other countries. So this is basically, if we talk about this industry, it's big advantage for the Somalia. Yeah.
Okay, if you compare the port of Mogadishu and the neighboring ports, like the port of Mombasa, port of Djibouti, all right? If you compare, where do you think the port of Mogadishu stands? If you are to compare this, in terms of business, in terms of volume, and do you foresee Mogadishu reaching that level as these other ports?
Absolutely. This is our goal. We have nothing less than them, actually, right now. We have nothing less than them. Only the volume. But we will get there in one day. It's not gonna take a long time. We will get there. So, Mombasa port is ahead of us because of the volume. That's the only reason. We need some fuel to get there, so which is the volume. But we are getting there. Every single year, we are getting there. So I can tell you this exactly.
Okay, I think our interview is almost finished. When you talk of volume in Mogadishu, you are saying it's expanding, yes. But how many ships can the port accommodate now? If you are to get like 50 ships coming to Mogadishu or 100, how many can they operate? Come and anchor and offloaded, and how many berths do you have? How many terminals do you have?
Well, we have 6 berths, but that depends on the size of the ship. We have 3 right now. We can operate with 3 mobile harbor cranes, but I told you 2 more cranes hopefully will be risen up in soon. We can roughly I can tell you this, we can berth 4 ships, which we do right now, 4 ships at the same time, which are post-Panama Max class ships. We can operate them at the same time, 4 ships basically.
Russia government recently, I think a few months ago, I don't know whether you're here, but they donated the grains.
It was 1 week ago. It was 1 week ago.
1 week ago.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about that. The ship that brought it. How did you manage to?
Well, the cargo.
Filling the grain.
Yeah, the cargo was wheat. The raw wheat. So it was 25,000 tons in bulk. So we worked with 4 cranes and 4 hoppers, and we bagged them. Each bag scales 50 kilograms, and we bagged them, and we loaded them to the trucks, and we sent them all Yeah, the whole city actually. Yeah, it's already gone. The operation roughly takes 10 to 12 days. It was good. It was good one. The rate was good for discharging rate. And it was very smooth operation. Even the Russian ship owners thanked to us. They thanked to the countries because of the operations speed. It was good one. Yeah.
The time you've been in Mogadishu and managing this port, what can you say was the biggest ship that has ever docked here in the time? And what was it carrying?
Well, since I came, the record belongs to one container ship, which is 244 meters.
Metric tons?
Yeah, not metric tons. It was container ship. If you're talking about the tonnage of the ships,
yes.
Well, the average 25,000 tons. The average 25,000 tons. But if we talk about the length of the ship, it was 244 meters, the biggest ship.
Yeah. Now we close the meeting. We close the interview with what we normally say, a parting shot. What is your message to other investors, Turkish, foreigners, Somalia, you're here, you've been here for 1 year. What do you want to tell the world?
Just to add on that, Somalia having the longest coastline in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from the port operations, there's a lot of opportunities in the marine sector.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are not benefiting from it. So what's your advice on that? The fishing sector, the ocean has a lot to offer for Somalia.
Yes.
Maybe you can add some few points on that.
Yeah. Well, I can talk about overall. Well, it's parallel. Again, that'll be same actually. If you miss opportunities in Somalia, you cannot catch it again in a couple of years, because everything will be missed. Everything. The prices will go high, will go up. So all investors should consider in coming Somalia right away, because the time flies and opportunities can be missed. So I am inviting all people to Somalia.
The question about maritime Somalia, having the longest coastline, the maritime opportunities that are there, and people are not taking advantage of them. Even Somalis, what is your advice to them?
Well, again, it needs to be investment. So, which is not the small one. It should be actually powered by government. Right now, some regulations has to be implemented of the country, because if you fish without rules, you may harm the environment. So the first thing to do to implement some rules actually in the this one has to be done by the government for sure. It has to be people supposed to get used to eating fish. Right now, I think the Somalian people like the fish. I know that, but it is not easy to reach fishes, because you have a lot of ships, a lot of fishing boats right now in Somalia. The professional I'm talking about. But a couple of months, one Somalian investor launched one ship, actually a big one and a professional one, and he sometimes comes our port to supply some goods, some foods actually for their boats, and